Trestan.
Go to bed.
I can't sleep. I can't sleep.
I swear to God. Alright, this is the last time I do this for you, understand?
Yeah.
Alright, I got one for you.
Good morning.
At some point during my
Hi, how are
childhood,
you?
my mother made the
Well,
mistake
thanks.
of taking me
What
to
have
see
we
an
here?
orthodontist. It was discovered that I had a rogue tooth growing in sideways that, if left
would
unchecked,
completely
would
ruin
completely ruin everything
everything in
in my life and turn me into a horrible, horrible mutant. So, unless I wanted to spend the rest of my natural life chained in a windowless shed to avoid traumatizing the other citizens, I was going to need surgery to remove the tooth. I was accepting of the idea until I found out that my surgery was scheduled on the same day as my friend's birthday party. I asked my mom if I could go to the party afterwards if I was feeling okay. She said yes, but told me that I probably wouldn't be able to, and to try not to
But
get my
don't get
hopes
your
up.
hopes up.
But it was too late. All I had to do was find a way to prove that the surgery had no effect on me, and soon, somehow, I had determined that the act of running across a park would indeed prove that I was recovered enough and ready to party.
Let's get you to that party.
Released well before the anesthesia wore off, I first started to regain consciousness while we were driving on the freeway. I didn't know what was going on, but somewhere in the back of my mind, I remembered that I needed to do something. The park! I didn't recall exactly why I needed to go to the park, but I had spent so much time drilling the concept into my head that I knew it was of utmost importance. I tried to communicate this to my mom, but the combination of facial numbness and extreme sedation caused me to be unable to form words properly. I yelled louder and more urgently, but my mom still couldn't grasp what it was I wanted. It was at this point that I decided to open the car door and walk to the park by my damn self. The only problem was that we were hurtling down I-90 at 70 miles per hour. Luckily, I hadn't had the presence of mind to unbuckle my seatbelt, so instead of toppling to a bloody death, I merely hung out the side of the car and flailed around ineffectively.
Oh my God!
A little shaken up by the incident, my mom decided it would be probably a good idea for me to get some food. We found a Jack in the Box and she led me inside. It was pretty crowded, but my mom didn't want to get back in the car, so we found a table and she told me to wait while she ordered our food. I sat contentedly at our table for a few minutes. But then I forgot what was happening and panicked. I had to find my mom. I had to tell her about the park. I tried to call for her, but I still couldn't quite remember how to say words. I began stumbling around the restaurant, shouting the closest approximation to the word mom that I could come up with. My mom hadn't yet figured out what I was trying to tell her, but she knew that I was causing a scene, so she firmly told me to go back to my seat. I had remembered why I wanted to go to the park, so I obeyed my mom. When she returned to our table with our food, some version of the following conversation ensued.
Can we go to the park now?
The park? Is that what you want?
Yes, the park!
No, eat your food.
But man, I can run across the park.
Stop
I can
it.
do it. I can go to the party.
No, you can't.
I can't. I
Look
can!
at you. You can't even walk. You can't form a coherent
I can run
sentence.
across the park. I can go to
You are
the
not
party.
going to that party.
No, Mom! I can do it!
I said you can't go to the party. Now eat your food.
Mom! Why are you so
Stop it.
mean?
Stop
Why are you
it.
so mean to me?
Stop it.
And then I started to cry big, blubbery tears into my milkshake. It was at that point that my mom noticed all the people glaring at her and realized that from an outsider's perspective, it appeared as though she was not only refusing to let her poor, mentally disabled son go to a park and/or birthday party, but was also taunting her child about his disability.
Fine, just eat your food.
And that's how I got to go to the birthday party while very heavily sedated.
Thanks, man.
God, I hate him.
Yep. Hope he dies in his sleep.
Yep. Right.